Hello, I am Anawiltos, and today we're going to get to some more GeoGuessr, and I am also a bit sickly, so let's see. Let's hope that I don't get any more sick than I already am. Although, to be honest, it is pretty likely. Okay, this is already very interesting. I'm thinking somewhere in Europe. That's a very tall building, but could that? Okay. For a moment, I thought that's maybe a smokestack of some sort, but I don't know. Could still be, but it looks a bit wide from this distance to be a smokestack. So I don't know exactly what that is. But I'm thinking Europe right now. Um, could be because of a lot of blue signs. Some parts of Europe have a lot of blue signs. Um, the lines on the road, there's no middle line here. In the U.S., you would expect there to be a middle line, although many parts of Europe there are middle lines too. But there's a little side path. You don't see that too often in the U.S. I don't think this is anywhere in Africa or South America. The vegetation just doesn't look right for that. Okay, so this sign here is not German. It's Hallerin. Hallerin could be Danish, Swedish, Norwegian. This is maybe somewhere in that part of the world. Let me see. In Denmark, do they have an umlaut? Do they use umlauts in Denmark? Not seeing any at the moment. Well, could be Sweden. Sweden uses some umlauts. Yeah, they do. They use it on the O and they use it on the A. Yeah. So immediately, I'm not seeing many umlauts on Danish town names. So I'm thinking this is probably somewhere in Sweden. Now, of course, it's always good to check Norway just in case I'm missing something here. But yeah, I'm definitely thinking Sweden right now. Just by the morphology of the language. And we can actually go down this path. Really? I don't really want to, though, so. Because I think that we'll get a few better hints if we actually look at what's going on in here. Um, Svan. I'm thinking that may be Swedish there. A bit. Okay. I need to move ahead on this road a bit. Come on. I need the thing to show up so that I can move to a specific place. Come on. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Just give me that. Svanen. Okay, that's not actually a place name. That's just telling me that there's maybe a campground. I'm not familiar with Swedish, so I don't know all these different words. But what I would like to see is this sign. Runebergs Stuga, Runebergin Tupa, Runeberg. Could that be a historical site of some sort? That's what I'm thinking. Maybe they're talking about rune stones being there, or hills with rune stones on them. I don't know. Mountains with rune stones on them. I'm just thinking out loud. I don't actually have any confirmation for any of these ideas, but the existence of a tall building here definitely would point to a more significant town. And if I move closer to that, I am also likely to encounter what could be a significant road. And with a significant town and a significant road, we can relatively easily find where we are in this big, beautiful, or sometimes not very beautiful world. Ki oh ho, ho. Museet museum maybe. Oh, Sikuri Museo is what? What's the other language? This is two languages. There are two languages being used here. Could this be someplace not in Scandinavia? Museet, museo, which I know in Italian they use museo, but I can't really think of well, unless this is in good old Südtirol. Where is it? Over here. I don't think that there'd be any major region that would be bilingual. Well, I guess parts of Switzerland as well. That would be bilingual between Italian and a Germanic language. But this isn't German. And this doesn't look like it's any German dialect either. I think it's a different language. So I'm still thinking Scandinavia. I just don't know what the other language is. Could this be close to a border or something? Does Iceland do this? I'm not seeing any umlauts on. Well, no, it exists, but I'm not seeing any other linguistic quirks, any other signs that would tell me that it is that way. No other symbols have really shown up besides the umlauts, and that's why I'm still thinking it's Swedish. But now that I think about it, Jakob statt Pietarsaaril, Sari, Pietarsaari. Välkommen Fertuloa. Welcome. Wait a second. Swedish bilingual. Could it be Finland? The umlauts are there. Oh, there's no real difference in the types of symbols used. In fact, we haven't been seeing any weird accents on anything. So there's umlauts on A's, but are there umlauts on O's? I'm pretty sure I may have seen that. It might be a less common thing for place names. But Finland is a possibility. Estonia is a possibility. Estonia is a possibility. Look at that etymology here. The za with the two A's. We are seeing that. And I know Germany has a Saarland, but this is definitely not that. It could be Estonia, even. Umlauts are used in Latvia as well. It's probably not Lithuania, though. So I've really expanded the potential area. I'm not thinking it's Latvia now that I'm looking closely. The linguistic yeah, they use lines above A's. I haven't seen any of those. So I'm thinking it's either Estonia, Finland, or Sweden. The reason I still think it might be Sweden is because it, of course, uses some Germanic here. That's definitely Germanic. Välkommen, 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 välkommen. Välkommen is I don't know how to pronounce Swedish, so that's definitely Germanic though. Welcome, but tervetuloa is not Germanic, and that may be where we find that it's either Finland or Estonia. But if it is Estonia, then I wouldn't expect her to be Swedish there as much. Now, I don't know how big Swedish culture is in Estonia, but I know that Sweden has definitely had a strong historical link with Finland. So Finland is a possibility here, and they also do have a double A, but it looks like I'm seeing a double A with umlaut on it, um, while I'm seeing a double A without umlaut in Estonia. So this is definitely far from over here. Jakobstad. Jakobstad. Where is that? Pietarsaari. It's not in Gotland. That's for sure. Yeah, it's not anything Gootish. Hmm. So it does look like it is some sort of chimney or smokestack or something. Um, what does this mean? Does this mean there's a town? Does this mean there's industry? What does that mean? Okay, yeah. It was a lot closer than I thought it was. Originally, I thought it was a lot farther away, and that led me to believe that it was not not anything like that. Okay, let's get a little bit closer. Östraporten, Västerporten, um, East and West Port, shipping port, maybe. But the fact that the Germanic is on top makes me think that it's probably Swedish. Uh, oop, something. Kimene. I still don't have any definite sign telling us where exactly this is in the world. I forget what the Swedish lands look like. Hotel Vega. You know, it'd be funny if we saw an English saying the best hotel in Sweden. That would definitely give it away. Um, Pietarsaaren uh, Jakobstads Fabriker. Pietarsaari Mills. Now, the Jakobstads Fabriker. Huh. That's interesting. Uh, this one is not Germanic. I'm thinking it's not Germanic. And it's on top in this sign. Sara. Saren. Sara. Zaren. I'm thinking Estonian here. Um, so we would have to look for Pietarsaaren or Jakobstads or Pietarsaari. So let's take a brief look up the coast here. I don't know how to pronounce Estonian, by the way. Tama. Let's see. Sastna. Hapsalu. Nothing on this island, probably. I wouldn't honestly, I wouldn't put a big factory of some sort on uh, a relatively small island simply because of shipping costs. Honestly, Pakri. Okay. Okay, it's Tallinn, the capital. And I'm thinking we should be close to a port. Okay. It's Narva. Could be on this island. Let's not dismiss that yet. Hindu? I wonder if that's a coincidence. Kuressaare. Yeah, this definitely does seem to be something perhaps linked to the Estonian language. And if that is true, then we might be able to narrow it down. But of course, I'm just going to check to see whether Finland has similar place names. I'm seeing a double A here, but I don't think that it is the kind we're looking for. Yeah, I'm definitely not seeing the same kind of place names. So I'm thinking that we're probably somewhere in Estonia. And the fact that it is called Jakobstadt, or Jakobstadt, is also indicative that this may be in Estonia, because I know that there was some German migration to the region during the later Middle Ages, but of course a lot of that was removed at the end of World War II in what was often considered one of the largest population movements in European history, when many Germans were removed from Eastern Europe and put into uh, the today's borders of Germany. Now, I of course, and Latvia speaks a completely different language from this, so it's not going to have similar place names. Yep. Okay. I might have to zoom in. Well, actually, what I really need is an additional place name, because I already know that this is Pietersaaren, but I don't know, or Jakobstad, which I guess would in that time of the Middle Ages be ruled by the Livonian order, or the Livonian brothers, or whatever you want to call them. We can't go in there. UPM. I don't know much about UPM. In fact, I don't really know anything about UPM. It could also be an inland region. I could consider that as well. In which case, I would have to scour the entirety of Estonia, which does not seem to be something extremely fun or entertaining to do. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I think this is what we've been looking for, folks. Larsmo Carlaby Kokula Leppaluoto Alholmen Vastrapporten. Okay, let's see. Where's Vastrapporten? Lasmoluoto. The western port? Is that what it means? Loop, but it's called Lu something. Leppaluoto. Let's see, is there any Leppaluoto here? I don't know, but maybe if we see another sign in the distance, it'll help. Carlaby Kokola. I could actually scour it. It's not too huge a country to scour. Of course, it is going to be very unfun to do. Man, that one time when I scoured that one entire province of Canada. Okay, maybe if I get a little bit closer, I'll have a better view of what this says. Lansi Porti. So first of all, let's check if it is something close to the capital. Lanusadam. Okay. Roca al Mare. Interesting. I find that a very interesting to call it. It's a very Latin way to say it. Okay. Still thinking that the porton means that it's a port. Although I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. I'm just not seeing any recognizable town names. Okay, let's move back to this area. Come on. I want to go down this road. This road looks like a possibly important road. It could have some important information for me that would be very useful. And this is actually a pedestrian area. So that could mean that we are possibly close to a major town. Well, not necessarily a major town, but a town that is condensed enough for people to be able to get around in a pedestrian manner instead of having to drive everywhere like some other countries that will not be named today. Okay. Let's see, where does this go? We've got a railroad. It's not giving us too much of a signal here. There's a hotel. There's a bifurcation in the road here. And we can't quite see what that sign says. Jackstad Pietasari. Alhomen. Hotel something. Jackstad Pietasari. You know, what if this is up here somewhere? Now that's not. Oh, sorry, sorry, Selka. Oh, it does exist. Pavara does exist. Pilko. You know what? Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it is. Maybe it is Finland. Maybe there is something here in Finland that I really need to look at. And that would actually explain the Germanic, because I can't, because number one, that's not German, so it's or at least what I've been seeing isn't German, so of course it's not going to be Estonia, although yeah, it's just not going to be Estonia, is it? Okay, Turku. Okay, this is probably more attached to the mainland. Antali. Roma. Okay. Curie closeness. Vasa. Buskeret. There is an O with an umlaut that is used. So it could very well. Jakobstadt. Jakobstadt. That's definitely something that I've been looking for. Österland, but none of these other things sound familiar though. Okay, let's return to start here. And we're not going to go down there. We're going to go back through here. Just to get a second look here. Okay. Okay, so the first thing we're going to look at here is the commercial sign. Should be seeing it sometime soon. Let's make sure I'm zoomed out so that I can zoom in with good resolution. Let's go on further. Jakobstadt Pietasari. Okay. Jakobstadt. Welcome to... and this is not a commercial sign, actually, now that I look at it. So, we are here, and we are entering Jakobstadt. And I'm sneezing, because I'm sick. Okay. So now that we know that this is Jakobstadt, I need to know where the surrounding towns are, and whether these surrounding towns have multiple names. So, let's move up here. And UPM factory, maybe? The Starporten and the Vastraporten. So I'm presuming that there's a factory somewhere here that has a couple of ports on it. But actually finding that is going to be a little bit difficult, but not impossible. So now we arrive at this intersection here. And what we're going to do at this intersection is we're going to move ahead a bit so that we can look at this sign here. So in that direction, in 34 kilometers presumably, is Karlaby or Kakola. Kakola, Karlaby, Nikarlaby. That could be the same thing. The Kudnes Museum. Alhomen or Lepaluoto is in the opposite direction by about 2 kilometers, which means that I don't know. But we also have Lasmo or Luoto or Lasmo Luoto in that direction. So if we're assuming that Nikalabi is the same as Kalabi on here, that means that it should be a much shorter distance, but still reasonably close. Starabi. Okay. It could be that we're not actually looking at this road here, but we could be looking for a different road. Nestle Oil Service Station. That would definitely be something that would allow me to note a location. But what I really would like to know is what is this road actually? What is the designation of this road? That would probably help quite a bit. But according to the signs, it looks like this road in front of us here is definitely a road that allows us to go places. So let's actually go here and move farther into Pietassaaren. Let's go in there. And I'm still assuming that this is Finland for now. I was thinking very strongly Estonia, but I immediately switched my mind to Finland because I realized that me saying, "Oh yeah, Swedish in Finland" is actually not very logical. Okay, Kalabi, Kokola, Lasmo, Luoto, Hotel Vega. And I'm pretty sure there was another sign to look at. There it is. Jakstad Pietassaari. Alholmen. Man. Hotel something GA. Alholmen. And a street name. But what I really would need is a highway name. So let's see, which direction does it look like? The roads are better maintained in this direction. So I'm going to go here for now. And we'll see where this leads us. I'm still thinking Finland, but I'm not I'm not quite yet willing to give up on the idea that it could be either in another part of Finland or something else entirely. Okay. This town does seem to be a bit spread out. That doesn't look like the direction I want to go. So we're going to carry on for around 3 kilometers in this direction, and we'll see where that takes us. Actually, let's see. Pietarsaari. Caravan park. Okay. Guess for all the people that really want to travel on a caravan in Pietarsaari. I don't think I've seen any flags of any kind. Oh no, this is not where I wanted to go. Please save me. This is the road to the caravan park, isn't it? Need to get out. Come on. Bring me the power. Jakob Garden. Okay. Okay, let's see. What's actually in here? Since the road tells me that I shouldn't be going the other way. Okay, we're moving in toward town. This building looks like it's got some importance, but I don't know what sort of importance that is. Let's take a look. Ristikari. Sprek Badskolan. I don't know what it is. They do not know what it is, and therefore I cannot make a sound judgment on that specific issue. Let's see. Any flags being flown by anyone? Nope. Nope. No, nobody's happy about their flags today. Okay. We're in town now. But I'm still not seeing anything that's very distinguishing here. I need something that will distinguish this region from other places, but there isn't really that much. I'm not seeing any flags. No things of that sort. Let's go all the way through to the end of the road. Let's see if there's something interesting there. Perhaps not. Looks like there is some sort of street work, and we can't reach it. Nope, we cannot reach it. Jakobstadt. Come on. Come on. Drop me a bone. Throw me a bone, man. Come on. We need to head in as far in as possible to the historic center, which I think is what we might be reaching here. Oh, look at that. I don't know what that is. It could be a factory, although I'm not seeing any big chimneys on it. But by factory, of course, I mean very old-fashioned, good old brick and mortar factory. Or it could be a government building. It could be a massive apartment building. I don't know. And looks like this is a very neutral building that doesn't have a sign telling us what it is. Oh boy! Coat of arms. I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. I don't know what to do with that coat of arms. There's no real suggestion as to what it implies. There are no signs telling me what this is. I don't know what this is. I would like to know what it is, but I certainly do not know what it is. Now, if this is Jakobstadt, Malmska Garten, okay. The Jakobstadt Museum. So let's see, is there a road that looks kind of like what we've got going on here? Okay, so what do we have exactly? We've got a broad road here that goes into a triangular pattern over here. Department store, city market. The Kure Park. There's some park over there. There's also some park over there. And the shape of that does definitely allow that to be a park. You see that shape, that angular shape here? And then it diagonally moves in like that, and from the other side like that, forming a bit of a kite. And I think that's what we're seeing here, which means we would be right here right now. And that implies that we approach the town from the north, from specifically this this road right here, from there's a campground here. Alheda is over here. The UPM Kimne Oij is there. Which means that the place where we started out from is Alholmswegen, maybe here somewhere? No, there's also UPM here. Okay. Okay. Let's make sure I don't get confused on this. Okay. We did cross a railroad sometime, and the road that led us to crossing the railroad is somewhere. So anyway, this means that if we go down here, we should see a dollar store. The Helpahelli Jakobstadt. If we go down in that direction specifically. So let's do it. Let's go find a dollar store. Let's go out to the dollar store. I think we'll have quite some fun. Actually, we don't even have to do that if we can read the street names, which are written in small words and hidden around instead of being on posts like in some other nations. Halpahalli Jakobstadt. Halpahalli. Yeah, that's. Whoa! Wow, that's actually pretty big. That's pretty big. That's a pretty big Halpahalli. That's pretty big. Whoa, that's a pretty big store. But yeah, that's okay. That confirms it. So all we have to do is now retrace our steps, and we can tell where we're going. So we're going down here, and we're going through here, here, and here. The reason I'm trying to retrace our steps is because I'm not exactly sure which road we took south. So we've got this building here. What is it? It is the Stadthuset I Jakobstadt, and no one knows what this is. But this is the church. That's right, it's a church building. Okay, so then we went down here, but we actually also went diagonal, not diagonal, but sideways one. We can block Makaregatan, which is this road here. And if we only went one, that means we came from Alholmsgatan, and that runs parallel to Alholmsvägen. Okay. Oh well, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, so we're right here, and this area is blocked off, and this is the road that we were going straight down, which means I have to go one more over. But let's confirm. Alholmsgatan. Yep, that's the road. Okay, so let's retrace the steps, move down, and we're at the car park, so we're going to move down one more, and then we're going to move down here to this intersection right here, and then we're going to cross over here. Let's see, till we reach the road. And Alholmsgatan, very clearly written. So now we head straight down this way. Quite a distance, in fact. And eventually the road is going to... let's just make sure we're still... Yep. Eventually the road is going to have a bend in it. And at that point, we will be able to better comprehend where we are. Okay, so now we're at this bend here, and we merge in with the road over here, but what's coming out here is a footpath. So this is a footpath. So we go on to here, get to the intersection. So now we're on Alholmsvägen. And we're going down to Alholmsvägen. And eventually the other path meets with us here. And apparently, maybe we're not that far down it. Oh, wait, no, that's where we just were. No. It meets us here, and the Nasgatan, and then there's another path that branches off right there. Very good. Very good. Everything is being confirmed so far. So now we need to move up. And continue here past all these different things. We're curving. Why are we curving? Are we already way over here already? I guess we are. We're curving around. Then we're going to curve back a bit. And then we come to a point in the road where it splits off. So we curved a bit around and we curved back. And the point where it splits off is Lasmovagen, perhaps? Yeah, that would make sense. So we go over here, and we should be crossing a railroad somewhere soon. Yep, there it is. So we've crossed the railroad, and now we're next to a lake of some sort. Yep. We're not at the mill yet. And the lake continues on a bit until eventually we reach this place right here. The Pietasaren Tetat. Okay, so we followed the road, and now we reach this here. Oil truck. Asuma is somewhere in there afterwards. Wait, yeah. The UPM Kimene. Billund Kornes Finland. Wait. There's a bus stop there, as is expected based on a map. And we are on a road called 7494. So now we're going to travel down, and the road is curving as expected. A very mild curve that will also eventually curve the other way. And apparently this was probably taken a few years difference from the actual map data, because this is 2017 map data, and this here is older. And I can tell that because the names of the places aren't exactly the same, so things are definitely different. So now we've approached an area where we've got the little side path, and eventually it's going to split off up here. And there's a Svanenkamping Justin, and there's something that splits off here, and then there's the bridge. So I'm going to go back and return to start, and now I'm going to try to calculate our exact location. So we're on one side of a curve that's coming from the long straight that goes all the way to the factory. So the curve, I'm thinking, is probably this curve right here, as I know that curves on the map generally tend to look a bit slighter than the ones in real life. So we're just about to get onto the curve, and the distance of from here to there would be a long click like this to get to a little path that splits off and goes in that direction. So that's one long click like that. So let's get a long click like that. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and that's probably that bit right there. That's 4 distance. So we have a total of 5 clicks in between. So I'm going to do some finger measuring here to make sure I've got everything. So about 1/5 the way up. So let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This isn't going to be 100% accurate, but I'm going to place it there, and hopefully I get 5,000. Let's see how close we get. 5,000. Yeah. How much? Actually, the distance is pretty large, by the standard of my videos anyway. 34.3 meters. 37.5 yards. I went a little bit too far up, but yeah, man, didn't think I'd be getting that. And let's actually see where in the world that is, because I haven't zoomed out really. So this is actually more on the less populated part of Finland, farther up. But it doesn't look like a too bad place to live. Looks pretty nice. Estonia had me going there, but eventually I realized that, yeah, that is Swedish, so it can't really be Estonia now, can it? And overall in the world, that's where it was. So anyway, thank you all for watching, and I will be seeing you all next time. Tell me what you thought, and leave comments if you'd like in the comment section below. And Woltos over and out.